Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. I was actually just on Instagram checking out how many likes I got and comparing it with other artists in the art community. So, if you haven't heard already, Instagram is taking their experiments with removing likes to the next level. No longer are they just testing it across a few countries across the entire world, but they're actually bringing it to several smaller groups within the entire United States. So if you haven't experienced it yet on your own personal device, we already have an idea of what it's going to be like since it has been tested in these other countries. So for example, you're going to see liked by so-and-so plus thousands of others rather than liked by so-and-so plus 1,009 people, 50,000 people, 99,000 people. It will still say thousands of others. So that really makes the playing field much smaller than it used to be. However, if you want to see your own likes specifically, you can just easily check the insights and you can see the exact number. However, of course, you can't check the insights of someone else's account, so that will remain a mystery to you. So people have issues with this for various reasons, but I want to focus on why I think it's such a huge, great thing to happen to all artists on Instagram, because I think a lot of young artists are really going to benefit from this because Instagram has been really hitting us down. And I say us, and I say young, not because of age, but because I refer to young artists as people who haven't exactly found their unique voice with their art that they want to create yet. And that is definitely including me. And so I want to share what I think about this and hopefully inspire you guys to have a more positive outlook on what's going on and to take advantage of it. So once you've been using Instagram for a while and you have a few posts up on your gallery, you're going to get an idea of how many likes you usually get. And naturally, you're going to want to keep that number up, as well as actually continue to grow it because we all want to be that next famous Instagrammer for whatever we're doing, right? But if you're like me and everyone else, every time you make a post, you're going to sit down, maybe get a drink, but slowly watch those likes creep up in anticipation, hoping that you get to the point that makes you feel happy inside. And once you've started posting a lot, you maybe have 100 posts and you've been posting consistently, you get to the point where you know exactly how your work is going to perform within the first 10 minutes. And God forbid you were actually hoping to get more likes this time because you tried to push yourself in this one area, or maybe you took a little risk and you wanted to see if you could change and experience new things as an artist, because what happens is Instagram will humble you pretty hard. And I think we all know how disappointing it can be when we thought we were going to do this well, but we only do this well. And yeah. So the next thing we do naturally is to try to figure out how can we do better next time. You know, we're always chasing that dopamine rush. We want to do that great painting again. So we're constantly, whether it's consciously or not, trying to figure out what did I do wrong this time? What can I change? Is it the time of day? Is it the color? Do I need to zoom in? Do I need to crop out? What is it that I can do to continue to get this like limit and to increase it with my next post? I think we're slowly limiting ourselves as artists in our artistic journey and development because of how much we care about likes. I think it's so easy to get sidetracked and start making art that just performs well on Instagram rather than fulfills us for what we want to do. And trust me, that will not get you anywhere. And so this even happened with me personally with my own artwork and my own Instagram ever since my Instagram page started to take off without me even knowing it. If we actually take a look, you can see I started to do these sketches. These were just drawings of different people from Pinterest that I would use to build up my understanding of facial proportion and anatomy. You can see another one here. These were all done in pencil on paper. But eventually I decided to start rendering them. So here's one of Jenna Marbles that I did. I would draw a lot of YouTubers, a lot of celebrities. You can see here's one of my friends. This is K-Bear. She has her own Instagram page. And I even drew one of my own followers. I would draw my followers pretty often, every few weeks. So if you see with my very most recent post, you can see right here. Let me actually put it on the screen. You can see these three, and then this one were realistic. And then this one was the one I did for the meme. And then I did this one was my stylized character. And then I switched back to realism right here with this one. And I was like, okay, it kind of hit me at that moment. Something was wrong. And right around then, a few weeks ago, several weeks ago, I saw Brooke Eggleston's video titled Create Art That Builds an Audience. And that just like hit me right then in the heart. I was like, okay, wow, I need to take a step back and figure out what I want to do and like soul search and figure out what my goal is in life with my artwork. Like, because I felt like I was just in a complete mess and disoriented. Like I had no vision for where I was going to go with my art. Just I knew that I wanted to build everything. So I realized that I was not really happy with my work as a whole. I mean, I was just trying to please. And I'm not even talking about pleasing people. I'm talking about pleasing the algorithm, which is terrible because it has huge ebbs and flows on a monthly and yearly scale. I mean, between 2017 and 2019, the likes that I would get on my posts from back then, which are arguably much worse than I'm now, were comparable to some of my kind of low to medium posts that I do now. So it's like, it's pretty clear that Instagram has tuned everything to be way, way more sensitive to the engagement that you're getting compared to everyone else. I mean, if we take a look at my insights for the most liked posts that I've gotten, all of the impressions, which is how people find your content, come from this category called other, which no one has any real idea what it is. I mean, hashtags, which was supposed to be, you know, the new way to focus on how to get your work seen. It's really been the only way. There's only 34,000 impressions compared to 224,000. And then Explore used to be, you know, everyone, that was coveted. You wanted to get on the Explore page, but now that's only 845. So it seems like everything is random, to be completely honest, and trying to do all these strategies that we hear about is just not going to cut it. So if people are used to seeing one style from you and you kind of deviate from that style a little bit, you're going to see a pretty significant decrease in likes and engagement. And the same thing happens if you want to pivot your account completely and change everything. Well, it doesn't matter who you are, you're going to see way less likes and engagement again. And if you happen to do something trending for a while and you stop, or that trend ends, or art is trending somehow, then again, you're going to see the tide fall and raise all the time. And basically what I'm trying to say is that likes are not a good metric for how good your art is doing. I used to look at it as, oh, okay, this got half as many likes as before. I am doing worse. I need to up the scale. I need to up the game that I have that I'm bringing to Instagram. You know, I wanted to see a progressive increase in likes. That would represent me growing as an artist, but it's just not good, especially with all of these changes happening. You should not use likes as a metric for your improvement or your value as an artist at all. What you should be doing is developing your own personal critical eye and observational eye so that you can judge yourself if you're improving or not. And of course, throw some critiques in there from respectable people who know what they're talking about, or at least are in the same struggle you're in, so that you can help strengthen each other. So even if Instagram decides not to change anything with likes, I really encourage you to take some time this holiday season and create some work without the worry of posting it anywhere. Just don't post it anywhere for a week or 2 weeks or a month. Just take some time and enjoy the process. And you don't have to reach any, like amazing goals or have this huge epiphany of what you want to be or make any super intense decisions. But I guarantee you, if you at least love creating art as much as I do, you're going to have a great time, and you're probably going to create something that you love and you can't stop looking at. I've already been doing this for a month now, and I plan to do it until at least 2020, and I'm seeing huge results. It's so liberating. I love what I'm making, and I love the fact that I'm able to still share it with people on my Patreon, because in that case, it's not about performing well, but it's about bringing value and sharing the truth that I'm learning with myself. And that's what the people on my Patreon actually want to see. And so it's really great. And I encourage you guys to do something similar. Just take a break, step back and have fun. Get a sketchbook, get a tiny sketchbook, trash it up, make it look bad and just draw in it for fun. And if you don't know what to draw, you're like, Josh, well, if I don't do challenges on Instagram or something, I don't really have anything to do other than stuff I do for maybe my classes. And I encourage you to just maybe get a small list of your favorite artists, like I'm doing, and find some things that you love about their work, and find some things and make sure what you like about their work is something that you like, not what someone else said you should like. And then find some stuff that you want to show with your work. Maybe you want maybe it's just expressing yourself, but find something that you want to show with your work and then combine those. So for me, I am studying right now Jin Kim, Glenn Keane, James Jean, and Stanley Lau. Those are a few, but those are the main ones. And so I'm trying to distill their expressiveness and the flow that I love in their work and bring that to my own work and show it and show the things that I want to show. I like having, I can't really describe it in words yet. It's not that profound, but it's just I haven't really thought about it in a sentence. But there's certain ideas I want to show people, and that's the way I want to show it. And so that's what I'm working on, and I'm really, really happy with the progress I've made so far without having to worry about if it's good for Instagram or if it's going to get views on YouTube. So who are your favorite artists, and what do you want to take from them and incorporate into your own work? Do you want to tell stories, or maybe you want to make a specific comment about society with your artwork, or maybe you just want to express yourself? How many likes you get on a social platform should have absolutely nothing to do with your progress and your experience on that journey. So my name is Ergo Josh, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and you want to see more, you know what to do. Subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, and if you are interested in more of my artwork or the tutorials I have available, you should check out my Patreon, and that link is in the description box below. I have some really cool stuff on there and some exclusive videos, so you should check it out, and behind the scenes content. And yeah, other than that, I will see you guys in the next video, and in the meantime, keep drawing and stay positive. Peace.